that quickly to treatment. I received a nasty knock on Saturday at Notts County, and we feared it was going to be a few days, and it's looking unlikely I'll make the match tonight.
Chapman scored 28 League and Cup goals last season. It's this firepower that Leeds wanted to face Forest here tonight. Leeds is a club with a proud past. The glory years came in the late 60s and early 70s. Then the image was one of strength and ruggedness on the field, fear and intimidation off it. But that's all changing. They boast one of the finest creches in the country with 3,000 junior members. Even Pinocchio and Mickey Mouse are Coppites now.
It's like a breeding ground, really. The kids come at a very early age. We encourage them to join the family stand, and it progresses on from there, you know. And it's been very, very successful.
It's vital to have a successful team on the field, but you've got to have a successful team off the field in order to get what we've got now, and this is the beginning for Leeds.
Leeds then rebuilding for the future. The bricks and mortar are almost in place. There's no doubting the history of this club. Champions, cup winners and winners in Europe, but all in the 70s. Can the Zenith Data Cup offer Leeds their first trip to Wembley in 17 years?
Yes, to be fair to
For John Lukic. The back four is Mel Sterland, Chris Fairclough, Chris White and Tony DeRigo. Fairclough, of course, is the former Nottingham Forest player who plays against his former club tonight. In midfield, David Batty captains the team. He said it's the greatest honour captaining his hometown team. Newsom and Kamara. Now that's interesting. He's 33, Chris Kamara. He's played 3 games in a week after not playing a full game for a year because of injury. Substitute on Saturday, and he was here named tonight. And the forwards, Carl Shutt, Glyn Snowdin and Gary Speed. And the manager, of course, Howard Wilkinson. Now, it really is a shame that Leeds are missing some of their big names because of injury, particularly as Howard Wilkinson believes that Nottingham Forest and Brian Clough will offer strong opposition here tonight.
Yeah, well, it's very, very, very good.
Okay, Lee, thanks very much. As you can see, in the arena, I think that's the right word too, listening to that music, Forest and Leeds United. Let's go and join our commentary team, Ron Atkinson and Peter Brackley.
And so then, after lengthy inspections of the wounded, the weary, the not so wounded, Howard Wilkinson has at last managed to come up with a starting 11 for Leeds United. Any more injuries had come to light, and I think he might have had to pick himself and half the coaching staff too. Anyway, here's the lineup. In goal, John Lukic, 2 Mel Sterland, 3 Tony DeRigo, David Batty wearing 4, he'll captain Leeds tonight in the absence of Gordon Strachan, 5 Chris Fairclough, 6 Chris White, the 2 central defenders there, John Newsom wearing 7, his first game in the Leeds United first team, 8 Carl Shutt, 9 Glyn Snowdin, back after a loan period with Oldham, 10 Chris Kamara and 11 Gary Speed. So, Ron Atkinson, how do you think that side is going to line up?
I think, well, definitely that John Newsom will come in as a right full back with Fairclough, White and DeRigo. Mel Sterland will push on into a right-hand side position in midfield. Speed is going to play up front alongside Carl Shutt. That will be it's a basic 4-4-2 engine.
Right, now then, the Nottingham Forest side tonight.
Welcome back, Leeds 1, Nottingham Forest 3. In case you joined us late, let's just check all the match statistics with you and for you. There we are, Rod Wallace scoring for Leeds shortly after coming on in the second half. That made it 2-1. Forest tying things up with a second from Teddy Sheringham in the second half. Goals in the first half from Crosby and Sheringham. The attendance, as you can see there, just over 6,000. Lee Chapman, who didn't play tonight, and Andy Gray join us in the studios. I think a little bit how we predicted at half-time, Lee, to be fair, wasn't it?
Yes, we always felt that if Leeds were to pull one back, we thought Forest would step up a gear and get another goal, and that's exactly what happened. I thought Forest always looked in control tonight, and I thought the result flattered us, to be quite honest, tonight. I was very impressed with Forest.
Yes, I think we all were, weren't we? Let's just have a look at the goal from Rod Wallace, his first for the club. That's what'll be pleasing Howard Wilkinson tonight, I would think, more than anything else, that he's back and he's looking sharp too.
I think that the one bonus for us tonight was Rod coming on, looking so sharp and actually getting his first goal for the club. Very pleased for Rod. He's had a difficult time, and he's come on and looked really impressive tonight. And for a little man, as you can see here, he runs in and he shows quite a lot of bravery. The keeper's coming out at him and he just knows it past him, and he got a little whack there on the way down as well.
I think Ron Atkinson made the point about Des Walker just ducking his head out of the way. What do you think happened there?
It's very unusual. As Ron says, sometimes we don't always know what's going on down here from this far away. It did look like he got a call of some description, because it isn't like Des. He's one of these defenders. If it's there, he clears it, then asks questions after it. He didn't do that, but full marks to Rod Wallace. Nipped in there, got a good header in.
So that was 2-1. The other end made it 3-1. A lovely goal from Teddy Sheringham. Mind you, they had enough chances too.
He did. And this is a great ball, and I think Chris White will be really disappointed when he sees that again. I thought he just stood off Teddy Sheringham. Let Teddy, watch him there, look, he's marking him. See, 6 and 9, he's marking him. Watch Teddy Sheringham, look at that. Steps him off him. That ain't good defending in my book, but what a super finish.
Lovely finish.
Lovely finish.
He's a striker, Lee, that knows exactly where the goal is, isn't he?
That's right. It's probably been difficult for him to adapt. As we said before, Forest are not renowned for getting a lot of crosses in, but he's adapted very well and he's now scoring a lot of goals.
Was that a source of frustration to you when you were there? Because you're a player that feeds off the same sort of ball as Sheringham, aren't you?
Yes, it took a little while for me to get used to, but I did it eventually, thankfully. But it is difficult if you're not used to that kind of system of play.
So, final thoughts, Andy?
Very entertaining. I think Cloughie will be delighted. After Saturday, I think that he would have been keen to get a performance tonight, even without Keane playing for him.
Yes.
He would have been anxious to get back on the rails, winning. It was a typical Forest performance. Absorbed a lot of pressure, concede a lot of ground, as they always do, but when they broke, they break at pace, they get men forward, and they look very, very dangerous.
He'll have been pleased, I would have thought, to have had a chance to see so many youngsters. They've done well for him. From your point of view, Lee, disappointing that so many players missed it, but you can concentrate on other things now, can't you?
That's right. We chucked too many players in at the deep end tonight, and it didn't gel, which was expected, really. And full marks to Forest. They took advantage of it. And like you say, we've got other competitions to concentrate on now.
Well, thanks for joining us, Lee Chapman. Thanks to Andy Gray as well. Of course, to Ron Atkinson and Peter Brackley up there in the commentary box as well. We've got